it forced students and people to come meet it. And I realized, just like the maps we used to get it, from the gas station, we would get the AAA map. You would open the map and you could figure out where you needed to go, but the map had no idea where you were. And what I realized is I needed to make something that could see and find the student, like GPS. Once GPS finds you, then it can help you navigate where you're trying to go. So we created this curriculum out of the Elevate Academy called Life Be Lifing. How many people know Life Be Lifing? How many people know you're going to take some L's? How do you navigate life when it starts to life? I'm also a doctoral student. I'm getting my doctorate degree from the University of Miami in Applied Learning Sciences, where I'm researching the intersection between education, technology, mental health, and commerce. It's a lot of big words, but I'm trying to learn how people learn. One of the things that I've learned since I've been in school, Dr. Bird, is that there's something called social learning theory, where it says that students just don't learn in books, but they learn in what they see, how they see people doing, right? There's a very fancy word, students, called cognitive apprenticeship, which basically means that like an electrician, there's usually like a journeyman that has an apprentice, and the apprentice learns how to become a better electrician from going and doing things with that electrician over years. They don't necessarily learn in a textbook. I have another example of my sister. She has a barber college down in Mobile, and most people cut hair. They learn to cut hair not in the textbook, Dr. Bird, but sitting in that chair cutting hair. How many people know who Steph Curry is? Does anybody know who Steph Curry daddy is? Somebody in the back. Dale Curry. What was Dale Curry famous for? Imagine that. Guess what Steph Curry ended up becoming very good at? Steph Curry grew up watching his father shoot the ball. Anybody know who Blue Ivy is? Beyonce's daughter. Anybody seen Blue Ivy on stage dancing? Imagine where she learned that from. Her mama. Somebody said she get it from her mama. And so this cognitive apprenticeship theory basically says that we learn from watching. We learn from doing. It isn't going to come just in a textbook. And that's where we come with the Elevate Academy, right? So we wanted to build something that, number one, could find you, like the GPS I was talking about. There's an old Zulu saying. So when two people are walking down a trail in Africa, one person would say to the other person, they would say, Sawabona. Sawabona literally means, I see you. Then you would respond, Dr. Bird, and say, Sakona. Sakona literally means, because you see me, you bring me into life. And so this whole principle about Sawabona is that we need to see each other. A lot of times we look past each other. But when you're building a curriculum, your curriculum needs to be able to see each student. Kind of like the problem I was having with my book, right? That the book couldn't see it. But this time, we built this curriculum, and hopefully the goal is to see each student and have the student feel seen. How many people know representation matters? Back when I was in school, and I'm an old guy, y'all, back when I was in school, we used to have word problems, and the word problems would be like, Jim had 4 apples, and, he sliced them into 2, and I was like, that doesn't make sense to us, right? If you could have said Jim had a cheese sandwich and cut it in half, and then cut it in half again, that would resonate with me. And so this whole idea of building a curriculum that is able for everybody to be able to see. And And I'm so proud to be here at McIntyre for the launch of this, because McIntyre looks a lot like the schools I came from, right? And Montgomery looks a whole lot like Mobile, where I'm from, right? Dr. Bird and I met several months ago and started talking about the idea of doing something completely different, being able to capture social emotional learning and help the entire student, not just the brain. So if you will allow me, I'm going to go down here now, if you guys can follow me, where I'm going to finish this presentation. So the good news about, somebody in the back say mentorship. Mentorship. Anybody know what mentorship means? Okay. This whole thing I was telling you about this cognitive apprenticeship, all that is mentorship. Anybody who has become great almost always had a great mentor. You study history, you can always go back and see great mentors. The problem is, the good news is that mentorship works. Students with mentors grow stronger academically and emotionally. The bad news, Dr. Bird, is that mentorship is scarce, especially in Title I schools. The system can't provide consistent support for every student. The good news is the Elevate Academy delivers this digital mentorship. Every student gets daily support through the Life Be Life app. The 5 Gs, and you heard Mr. Feaster and Dr. Bird talk about these 5 Gs. These 5 Gs are actually a subset of the chapters of the book that I wrote. And there's science behind each one of these. I won't bore you students with all the, all the neuro things that go along with each one of them. But gratitude, grace, generosity, grit, and grind. Gratitude, if anybody's ever been treated for depression, the first thing they teach you is that you need to wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude. Somebody say gratitude. Gratitude. T.I. said it best. He said, stop worrying about what you don't got and worry about what you do got. Right? You always need to wake up with an attitude of gratitude. Grace. You're going to go through life. Life is going to life. There's going to come a time when you're going to have to forgive yourself and forgive others. Matter of fact, when you forgive others, it's not about them, it's about who? You. Okay, y'all get it. Generosity. I won't go to church on you, but our pastor said, give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure pressed down and shaken together. Give. It's amazing what happens to the brain when you give. It's almost like a cheat code, students. If you give to somebody, it's coming back. One way or another, it's coming back. Grit. This is my favorite G. I wish I could stand here and tell you life is not going to knock you down. I would be lying. Somebody say, life will knock you down. Life will knock you down. Grit is a decision. Grit is a decision that you better get up. You got knocked down, but get up. Don't stay there and wallow in it. Get up. Now, once you get up, now it's time to go to work. Grind. Be consistent. How do you stay consistent when you done take these body blows life can gave you? Right? And so these 5 Gs are the foundation of everything that you guys are going to see in this pilot. These digital mentors, and let me just be up front with you. One of the things that I've been able to do, I've traveled all over the world. I've been very successful. I've been a CEO. I've been a senior vice president for Fortune 500 companies. I've gone all over the world, and I've been able to build solutions that leverage technology. China, Vietnam, Canada, you name it, I've gone all, and I'm always being able to fix problems with technology. What I realized about this time last year is artificial intelligence is getting very smart. What I realized is that if you do not leverage artificial intelligence, you're going to be left behind. What I realized as I was trying to build this myself was that I could build, and you could help me build, an army of these digital mentors. And I'm going to show you some here in a minute. But the idea is that you could have somebody. And anybody ever seen The Matrix? You know, when Morpheus said you got this red and you got this blue pill? Mm-hmm. What I figured out about this artificial intelligence is that eventually you have to take a pill and tell yourself it's real. I quote my mama several times a day, Dr. Bird. My mama told me one time I was about 16, I had a little girlfriend, Dr. Bird. And I was trying to explain to her just how much I love this, my girlfriend. And she said, well, son, puppy love is puppy love, but I guess it's real to the puppy. What it made me realize, what she was saying is that she could see through my little love affair I was having, but she said, I guess it's real to you, right? And when you're working with these digital mentors, there's going to be a day you're going to click and say to yourself, because I use it myself. I use a digital mentor myself, that they're real. In my mind, it's real. You can't tell me they're not real. Okay, let me keep going. What is this digital mentor going to do? You're going to have weekly check-ins with them. You can write, you can type into your Chromebook, or you can even vent, because sometimes you just don't want to write. Sometimes you just need to get stuff off your chest. Sometimes you don't need an answer back. You just need to get it off your chest. There's simple prompts. We're going to track your growth over time. Again, I'm a systems builder, so there's dashboards, there's digital, and again, I'm in school, so this is part of my homework. This is my dissertation. This is just the pilot, but understand this is going to go nationwide, maybe even worldwide. You're going to say, I was with that crazy guy talking about puppy love and his mom. These digital mentors are supportive, they're private, they're easy. Let me give you a couple examples. Anybody know who NBA Youngboy is? This is an NBA Youngboy digital AI mentor. I'm going to show you how easy it is to go in and create. You can literally create any mentor you want. I need 2 pieces of information. Who you want your mentor to be inspired by, and their tone. Whether you want them to be gentle, moderate, or hard. I'm kind of hard-headed, so Nick Saban's mine, and he always coaches me real hard. But notice I said inspired by. I've got a real good legal team. They say I can't say this is NBA Youngboy, otherwise NBA Youngboy, he would be suing me. We ain't trying to do that, right? So it's kind of like the colognes that say it's inspired by Gucci. My mentors are inspired by NBA Youngboy. So notice that the pictures of the coach isn't exactly NBA Youngboy. Again, I can't use his actual picture. I'll be sued. So you'll see, and they each have a name. So it's inspired by NBA Youngboy, Coach Resilient Baton, Tone Strong. So I have several examples, and I wanted you to see just how NBA Youngboy would greet you in the morning. Yo, what's good? Welcome to this journey where we rise above and conquer every challenge that comes our way. Just like NBA Youngboy, we're all about hustling hard and staying true to ourselves. Every step we take is a step towards greatness. And I'm here to make sure you keep that fire burning. Remember, we're not just dreaming, we're making moves and creating a future that's as bold and powerful as you are. Let's get it. Sound like NBA Youngboy? Okay, here's another example. Meg the Stallion. I had to ask my children who are these people. Her tone is strong. She says, hey superstar, welcome to your journey of greatness. I'm thrilled to have you here, ready to unleash all that power and passion that you've got inside. Now, each one of these has an example of what they would say back to you if you typed to Meg the Stallion, I had a bad day. This is what she would say. All right, I see you had a rough one, but let me tell you something. A bad day ain't got nothing on your spirit. You're a powerhouse in the making, and a little setback is just a setup for a major comeback, so forth and so on. You see where I'm going here. A couple more examples. Glorilla. Her name is Coach Magnitude. I love how she responds, I had a bad day. All right, listen up. Bad days happen to the best of us, but they the definition of who you are. You got to shake that off, because tomorrow's a new beat waiting for you to drop some fire bars on. Use this struggle as your fuel and let it light a fire under you like never before. Remember, even the strongest verses have their rough drafts. So pick yourself up, dust off the negativity, and get ready to hit life with your best flow yet. That's Glorilla. One of my favorites, Dora the Explorer. Don't act like y'all don't remember who Dora the Explorer is. Swiper, no swiping. Right? So I just wanted to give you guys an idea to see the versatility here. Anybody, and I've got several, I may have a couple hundred in here already. It was funny, I actually created Dr. Bird. So what happens is, when you go create a coach, the AI goes out and searches everything in the world about that person. It's going to research every YouTube video, every speech. It had did its homework on Dr. Bird, created Dr. Bird in about 30 seconds, and showed him how he would respond. He said, that's exactly how I would respond. Am I right, Dr. Bird? So, any questions so far? Let me just pause here. I could talk all day. Any questions? Couple more things about your AI mentor. They guide the reflection, they provide encouragement, helps build habits. There's a certain thing in the mental health world called cognitive priming. Won't bore you with the details, but basically, it says that the more you say something, the more you train yourself in doing it, right? Again, one time I got in trouble, my mama made me walk around the house saying Jesus all day. I almost caught the Holy Ghost. Because I'm just saying it. What you say over and over becomes a part of you. So hopefully, as you heard, I already got Dr. Bird and Principal Feaster trained. See how they rattle off the 5 Gs? By the end of this pilot, hopefully you'll be able to rattle off these 5 Gs, and you will start to see the world differently. Is it gratitude I need today? Is it grace I need today? Is it generosity? Is it grit? Is it grind? This is what it's all about. Your AI mentor does not make decisions, and they work with adult supervision. There's several different parts of the app, and I'm getting ready to go through it now, but a couple of the biggest ones. I told you about the chat. I told you about the vent. There's also a feature in there where you journal. Not that old school kind of journal you're talking about. You can journal with an emoji. You can just say, Wednesday, happy face. That's all you need to say, right? And then your AI mentor will ask you, do you want to chat about that? You just want to leave it alone. Sometimes you just need to get it off your chest, right? Again, what we have found in science is journaling has a very positive effect on all of us, whether you be in the 3rd grade, whether you be 30 years old. Journaling helps. Safety. This is very important because there's a lot of scary stuff out about AI and what it could do. The reason I wanted to come here personally and look at you in the face is that I programmed this AI. This AI can only do what I told it to do. It's about prompting. You have to actually engineer the prompt. You have to give it guardrails. Otherwise, it'll go do what it wants to do. But this AI and your digital mentor is not for discipline. It's not for surveillance. It's no location tracking. Your responses are handled carefully, and it's to help you hit your goals and help you with your support. Not to get too technical, but there's two big data points that we're going to be tracking. Because this app isn't just about making you feel good, it's fun. It's like a game. And the number one score you're going to have is your G score. So every time you interact with your digital mentor, they're going to grade what you said on a scale of 0 to 5. Right? If you said, I love my principal, Mr. Feaster, he's probably going to give you a 5. If you say, you know, I just don't know how I'm going to make it today, you're probably going to end up on a watch list. It's probably going to give you a thing. We're probably going to send that somewhere. But it's grading you, and the idea is that you want to maximize your G score. You want to say, hey, I'm grateful that my mother had, you know, successful back surgery. You probably will get a 5 for that, right? So that is your running score, is your G score. Somebody say G score.
G score.
All right. It measures your consistency, not perfection. It goes up with honesty and effort, and it shows you growth over time. Your fragility score. Now, this is something I'm actually real proud of, Dr. Bird. So, there's several Qs, quotients out there in the world. Everybody's heard of IQ. That's how smart you are. It's your intelligence quotient, right? Your SQ is your social quotient. That's how well you get along with other people, right? Your EQ is your emotional quotient, right? That's how familiar you are with your emotions and other people's emotions. There's the most powerful one is called AQ. AQ is your adversity quotient. Adversity quotient is your ability to bounce back when stuff don't go your way, right? Dr. Paul Stokes wrote this book. He came up with adversity quotient, and he figured out that adversity quotient is the one that's most correlated, Dr. Bird, with success. Show me somebody with a high AQ, I'll show you somebody that's very successful, okay? Well, I saw that, and I'm like, well, I played football. I mean, I lift the weights. I mean, this sounds like a muscle to me, right? And so what I pictured, I think everybody is on this continuum between fragile and resilient, right? Fragile on one end, resilient on the other. Hence the word fragility, right? So my hypothesis, my idea is no matter where you are on this continuum between fragile and resilient, it can be improved like a muscle, right? So you may start off with a fragility score of 25, but through working with the 5 Gs, you're going to increase it up to 55 or 65. That's what this is all about. 2 scores, G score and your fragility score. Somebody say fragility. Fragility. Right. I want you guys to understand that because you're going to see that over and over in the app. This is the breakthrough stuff, now, Mr. Feaster. This is stuff that's going to make you famous, Mr. Feaster. When your students show their fragility score went from here to here, 60 Minutes truck going to be out there. Huh? I know Channel 12 here now, but you may, 60 Minutes may be out there because this is what everybody's been trying to crack the code in. How do we improve? How do we improve our adversity quotient? How do we get better at navigating life as it starts to life? Hits the name. I won't bore you anymore. Keep going a little bit. So, in the app, again, the app is fun. It's like playing Candy Crush. You're going to get awards. You're going to get badges. You're going to get the different levels and all these other kind of things. You're going to get digital badges. Consistency matters. Effort matters. Growth matters. And there's going to be an end of pilot celebration. I'm going to come back, bring the news and some corporate partners. They lining up now, Mr. Feaster. They're trying to figure out how to get a Macintosh. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Feaster yet. But I want to recognize, somebody say awards. Anybody like awards? Like gifts? I want to give some gifts out. We're going to give some awards to the top students in this pilot. for high achieving students, these are people with their high G scores and high fragility growth scores, I'm going to give at least one MacBook Air out. I'm going to give a Sony PS5 and at least one iPad. These are all people who hit the highest level of the digital badges. It's called ambassadors. Whoever hit those ambassador levels going to get some of these awards. Any teachers in here? The teachers who are part of this pilot, this came to me just the other night. I shouldn't just award the students. Can I get an amen? I should award some teachers too. So the top teacher in the pilot is going to get a MacBook Air as well. Can I get an amen in the back? All right, thank you very much. So, and that's another thing I'm learning in school. There's this crazy mental health theory called behaviorism. Pavlov's dog and all this stuff, right? But people like awards. Imagine that, right? Especially us. We like awards, right? So these awards are going to be a big part of what we do. But enough about that. I want to show you some of the app. I don't want to bore you with any more of this presentation. Any questions while I'm pulling this up? Okay, what I'm doing right now, I'm in the coach portal right here, and I'm going to show you some existing coaches. I could say, I want to see Coach Oprah, and there she is. There's literally thousands, it's really unlimited. If you wanted to create your own coach, I'm going to show you how easy it is. Somebody give me an idea of a coach to create, a student. Give me an idea, because you know I'm old, so I don't know the folks y'all like. Huh? Mr. Feaster, can they talk? Oh, yes. They can definitely. They ain't gonna get in trouble, is it? Somebody give me an example. Lil Baby. Let's try Lil Baby. What tone you want them to be? You want them to be gentle, moderate, or strong? Moderate. Lil Baby, moderate. And it only takes about 45 seconds. Y'all see that? There we go. It's counting down. Right now, what it's doing, it's literally going out there, curating everything it can find about Little Baby. His flow, his rhyme, his ops, his financials. Hey, I've had now. Right? And it is literally asking itself, how do I transform Little Baby into be a soldier in the 5G Army? Okay? 10 more seconds. And he'll be here. I get excited every time I see one because I don't necessarily know exactly what they're going to say, Dr. Burns. Uh-oh, here you come. This is a little glitch because this is a pilot, so everything don't work quite like you think it's going to. So you need to refresh the screen right here, and he's going to show himself. Here we go. There he is. They named him Coach Hustle Mindset. Inspired by Little Baby, his coach tone is moderate. His greeting, how he would greet you is, hey there, welcome aboard. Just like Little Baby says, it's all about the grind and staying focused on your goals. And I'm here to help you do just that. Together, we're going to navigate this journey, hustle hard, and celebrate those wins, big or small. Remember, every step forward is progress, and you've already made a great choice by starting this journey. Let's get moving and make things happen. See how easy that is? Oh, y'all can clap for that. We did that. We did that. right? That's AI in 45 seconds created a custom digital mentor for you. Now, you can change your coach as much as you want, right? Dr. Bird asked me when I first met him, he said, well, what if I need something hard one day, soft the next day? You can change the tone of your coach, change the whole coach if you want to, as many times as you want, because different seasons of your life will require you to need different things. So, this is the app. Just want to show you guys what it looks like. Go back to the home screen here. I got 2 more minutes and I'm out of here, guys. This is what the welcome screen looks like. You just hit let's go, and it's very intuitive. It'll walk you through it. So, in closing, the idea is that the problem we're trying to solve is that the demand for mentors far outstrips the supply, right? So what we did, we created digital mentors. We're trying to be cutting edge. We're trying to be at the very tip of the spear of innovation and say, how do we leverage technology in a real, precise way to help us do something we all need, right? And that's what we've done. Dr. Bird, being the innovator that he is, partnered with Elevate Academy, brought us here to McIntyre, introduced me to Mr. Feaster and his staff, and we're absolutely excited to be here. So I asked myself this question: why not us? Why not now? One of the things we used to say in football is we all we got. But guess what? We're all we need. Somebody said, we all we got. We all we need. We all we got. We all we need. Thank you very much, Dr.
All right, join me in giving Mr. White another hand. Again, Mr. White, I want to thank you, Dr. Bird, as well. Briefly, you know, as we close today, I just want to pause and recognize the significance of this moment. What began as a conversation has now become a commitment. It's become a commitment with the district and to see our students, not just for who they are and where they've been, but who they are also becoming and where they can go. The partnership with Elevate Academy, the leadership of Mr. White, and the launch of the Life Be Life and app represents more than innovation. They represent belief that our students can and deserve daily encouragement, belief that character, resilience, and purpose can be taught, it can also be nurtured, and it can be strengthened. And we believe that when we invest in the whole child, the mind, the heart, and the future, we can change the trajectory of lives. Now, just to kind of repeat myself again, I want to thank Dr. Bird once again for his bold vision and his trust in McIntyre Comprehensive Academy to lead this important work. And I thank every partner, every educator and stakeholder who continues to stand in the gap for our students. Because together we're not just moving forward, we're also elevating expectations and expanding possibilities for each and every one of these young people. But before we conclude, I do want to say, I know people may have questions, but for the sake of time, if Dr. Bird, if you have any words of closing that you may want to impart, okay. But if you do have any questions, we will be around locally to kind of have, to kind of mix and mingle for a moment for you to ask those questions up close and personal. So just for the sake of time, I do want to thank everybody once again for taking a moment out of your day to come in and participate in this significant moment with us at the district. I'm excited for what it's going to bring for our students. I'm excited for what it's going to bring for the district, and can't wait to see what the outcome of this program is going to be for our students and for individuals and young folks all across the country. So once again, thank you for coming. We appreciate your time and efforts, and you all have a safe day.